Hello, I'm Katie, thanks for clicking play. This is one of a series of videos about my training for competing in my first ever Olympic distance triathlon. This is week 2 of following a training schedule. It's week 1 of cutting down chocolate because if you watched last week's video, I got a problem with eating the chocolate. And then it's also, I'm going away on a lovely holiday to the Caribbean in now 6 weeks, and I want to lean down. So it's about balancing eating enough fuel and carbs to be able to train properly for a triathlon, but at the same time, I want to shed a little bit of weight, get the old thighs, the old tum-tum a little bit leaner, and this balance is proving to be quite tricky. Now, one of the exercises I was told was really important were working out your obliques, all down here, because in all 3 disciplines of running, of cycling and swimming, your torso and your core and your obliques all round here is so important to be strong. And I did this exercise where you hold the weight above your head and you lean from side to side. It absolutely ruined me for the rest of the week. It seemed such a small movement, but a movement I just don't do and my muscles weren't used to, and I was tired and achy for like 3-4 days afterwards. I just managed to get Charlie to do yoga. He wouldn't let me film him, but he has taken a lot away from it, haven't you, Charles?
I have, yes.
What did you say to the chicken before we put it in the pan?
I thanked the chicken.
He thanked the chicken. So food. Now, last week I was out of control. I was eating far too much chocolate and I let myself go a little bit. So this week has been about eating the right things at the right time, which I still need quite a bit of improvement on. I've dramatically reduced how much chocolate I eat. Tick. Made sure I've had fruit and veg with every single meal, but I am not quite there yet, and I'm a bit torn because I did the Joe Wicks Lean in 15 and I like his rule a lot, where you only eat carbs on the meals after you've worked out, or on the days where you've done some serious gym work and your body needs that fuel throughout the whole rest of the day. So when you go on a bike ride, you have to make sure you've got all the right gear, which includes something to wear underneath a jacket in case it's warm and you want to take it off and wrap it around your waist. You want to make sure you're wearing the cycling trousers that have a bit of padding in the nether regions. Of course you need to be wearing a cycling helmet. Get your hair out your face because that just looks really weird. With a helmet, your hair all flapping out everywhere. You need your cycling shoes. We wear gloves because after a while it kind of hurts in between in these bits. And I quite often, which is a hot look, I quite often wear like a headband that covers my ears because I really hate the whistling of wind past my ears. It gives me a headache, it makes it a crap experience, and then I start moaning and Charlie gets annoyed at me. So my best accomplishment since my last video is Charlie, my other half, and myself got on the bikes and we did a 20-mile bike ride from Hove to Henfield and back without stopping, but we did it across the Downs. And there is a very famous hill called the Ditching Beacon. If you've ever done the London to Brighton or heard people talk about it, you would have heard about this. And it's an absolute killer. So I've come back from my second 45-minute run of the week. I actually thought I'd hate swimming the most, but I've actually really enjoyed swimming. Cycling's fine because at least you've got downhill to recover and shout wee like a loser. But running I find so difficult. I find it mentally exhausting. I feel very hateful. I must look quite hateful in my face, and at every point I just want to turn around, and that's the only way I can get through it.
Just get to a point and then go, okay, it wasn't so bad, and carry on and keep doing it in chunks. And I am so tired this week. I don't know what's wrong with me. My hamstrings are super tight. I feel like they're so tight they could snap. I'm sure that's going to have an effect on my run. I'm just absolutely knackered, and I hope it's just a temporary thing, just an off week, and I'll be much better in time for the Steyning Triathlon, which is a week tomorrow. Just going to sit in my hammock now.
Lovely.